Yeah, welcome back with some bots. Um, Wanted to play some more bots after taking down the VFN yesterday. No major changes except for the Aether Spark. So I wanted to play today and see if I can draw and cast that card and actually determine if it's any good. Um, it's a very cool card, but I have no idea if it's actually very effective. So I just want to try and get some reps in with it. Um, Down to 6 on the play. We've got a Misstep, a Devourer, Tolarian Grim. I think this is going to be a keep. It's a bit awkward at the moment, but um, if we can find something, or pretty much anything off the Devourer, um, we should be okay, and then the Misstep will give us a bit of time to kind of get there. Okay, Candleup's pretty good. It's a little slow, but I think I will take the Candelabra. Yeah, it'll be a lot of mana. Be a lot of mana in the long run. Deck's been feeling good. Um, just drew very well yesterday, and yeah, that's kind of how bots goes. If you draw reasonably well and play tight, mulligan the bad hands, then yeah, you can do well. Not sure what my opponent's up to, so trying to figure that out as we go. So if we draw land next turn, we can go kind of crazy. Grim into Crawler, tap Tolarian for 3. Ooh, it walks. Um, then we'll have 3. Untap both of these, have 1 floating. 3. We've 1 short of devouring, actually. But we can untap the Grim Monolith that way. We'll see what we draw. Karn. Well, we're definitely leaning on this. It's the only spell we can cast. We really do need this to resolve. Evasive. Daze me. Yuck. We... Mm. The walk stick really is pretty good when it just draws the walk. I prefer when it has to take a turn off to play a spell seeker to go find it. But what can you do? Okay, Saga's good pickup. Crawler's decent against walks if they start like walk looping at a low life total. The extra damage they take off the draw triggers is can make the difference. At 18 though, they're like if they can assemble the loop here, they're definitely gonna find some answer to the crawler within 16 draw steps. So good news is we've got a misstep to cover an ephemerate if they are pretty close to the natural combo. Um, and then next turn we can probably do something pretty good with the Khan plus Candelabra. So what's my dude? No. Well, maybe this is bait for the... This could just be bait for the ephemerate, but if this is gone, I'm back down to 3 mana next turn. I'm kind of just sitting there with nothing to do. Not if I messed up anyway. Wouldn't be surprised if I got clean murdered here. Survival? Okay. Okay, they do not have ephemerate, so that's good news. I was being too pessimistic. Sure. So if I play Stonecoil on 1, it's going to be mana positive because the Tolarian will tap for 2. So I'll go play this. This will tap for 2, 3, so +1 up to 4. I can Khan for Tormod's Crypt, which would at least cover potential combo kill. I think that's pretty good. It'll also give us heaps of mana next turn, and then we can even look at double Saga activation lines with the Candelabra, which is pretty fun. If this gets killed in response to my Candelabra, I'm going to be pretty sad, but that is what it is. Okay. This turns off like a birthing pod. Probably won't actually have much of an effect. The first line of text is nice, but against this deck, it's very unlikely to come up. Where is Tormod's Crypt? If they don't attack the Khan, actually not sure if they want to attack the Khan. Like, do they value their Ewit more than my Stonecoil is the question. I'm guessing yes, because they're pretty close to assembling the combo, but also further away now because I got the Tormod's Crypt. Let's see if they do want to attack. I'm snap blocking if I give them a chance. Okay, cool. So they see that as well, which is good news because I think I can untap. It's interesting. So I can just like Khan for Mycosynth here. They obviously have some kind of permission, given they left all their mana up. If it's evasive action, it'll be for 3. I bet I could pay for it. I think making the first Saga token's probably fine. Let's just make 1. As I said, there is an option to Candelabra now, and I can untap both of these and make another one, but I think I want to let this go. Probably just grab Sol Ring. Could get Relic, but we've got the graveyard covered with the Tormod, so this seems good. 1 mana artifact, so mana neutral right now, so let's play that. So this would tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm thinking it's like a Tie Binder, Spell Queller, Aven Interrupter, and I can't be that. Probably is just the evasive action. I think I do want to put something on the stack that forces them to um, counter it, just because I don't want them to have like double survival, activation, untap, do something crazy. Um, so let's just go for the card. Yeah, unfortunately we are going to be one short of being able to cover evasive action if it is that. But it's not, we win the game. Or just counterspell, sure. Okay, we got a decent bit of pressure now. Wait, no attack. Heaps of mana next turn. Get rid of Morlock. Assume they need to find like a Skyclave to answer the crypt. The thing is, the crypt is always going to get to nab the Time Walk anyway, so that's pretty nice. I doubt they'd have main deck Oof. Halfling. That was the last thing I thought they'd get. I guess they're just developing their mana once more this turn, and then maybe next turn's the fireworks begin. Sure. Okay, that's a good one. Yep, let's just make that happen. So I have 11 here. If I do this for 8, I can still play the Devourer after. And obviously pay for any kind of soft permission. This will let me kill everything on board. Yeah, like this. Okay, let's start off. Let's just see what kind of force the hand. If we've got something here, let's try and... Okay, nothing there. Let's kill a halfling as well. Now I can just Devour it to kill survival. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but also just getting a 6/6 down doesn't hurt either. They have like nomads. No, they would have... If it's a Nadu deck, they would have probably had nomads. Well, they would have gotten nomads or Nadu from the half instead of the halfling, so just get this down, pull that off. And then set up super lethal next turn. Discard Emrakul. Okay. I have grossly misinterpreted whatever they're up to. Um, Show and tell? I'm kind of thrown through a loop. I don't know what. This looked like a completely normal walk step, but then it's got an Emrakul. Uh, that is quite a surprise. Does have Nadu, okay. Sure. Maybe they already had the nomads, and this is why they wanted to develop their mana a bit further. Yeah, it makes sense given they've been missing land drops. I don't understand the Emrakul. Show and tell, oath, maybe oath? No, that doesn't make sense. You'll oath into halfling. Are they like really focused on the Nadu combo and they want a way to like take an extra turn at the end of it? That seems overkill. I don't know. If we go to sideboarding with no further information, I'm just going to sideboard like it's walks or Nadu walks. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Path my dude, sure. Get my one basic for situations like this. Oh, where's my one basic? Exile. Okay. Okay. Um, I can't get focused on the Emrakul as much as I want to think about what that Emrakul could mean. Without knowing more, I'm just going to pretend I didn't see it. Warping Whale counters Time Walk. Hearse is good for graveyards. Vexing Bauble stops the Ephemerate lines. Unfortunately, there's just like no good card against the Nadu combo. You could play like a Curse Totem or something like that to stop the Nomad, but it's really ineffective. Really Grafting is okay. We want the spatial. To think the taxing Thorn or the Sphere are the way we want to go. Let's cut Cranial. Night Scythe. We'll try this Spark. I probably should cut this Spark, but we're here to try it. Got a lot of cuts to make. Let me consult my sideboard guide. I always forget how to sideboard against walks. It's such a weird deck. Stone Coil, Cityscape. Let's leave the graph figures without any further information. Confluence. Maybe Golos. Oh, I got Shadow Spear. Pretty mediocre hand. Can I keep a zero lander? I think I can. I'm gonna keep. Yeah, okay. Might be a little loosey-goosey, but I've got 2 draw steps at a land or any 0 drop to turn on the opal. And if I hit the land, I get to go Soaring Chalice into Soaring Chalice to lock them out of the game pretty effectively, and then good follow-ups from there. I think me hitting a land drop in 2 draw steps is more likely than me winning on an ordinary 5, and this does work. Let's see if I can find a land instead. Okay, we do hit land. But I have missed it. That's problematic. It didn't shuffle with Ponder. That's a bit scary. They must have a white source or a fetch on top. It's very awkward that I want to play the Chalice to turn off the misstep so I can play the Soaring, but the Chalice turns off the Soaring too. Is there any benefit to just accepting the Soaring dying? Not a lot, but I guess it frees up any other 1-drops after that. I am going to use a Bauble now to try and hit a second land. I just want to see what's on top from their Ponder to try and inform my decision a little better. Burb. That makes sense. Yeah, this Chalice is not going to be very effective. Oh. I'll hold the Soaring. We'll try and bait with another 1-drop at some point. Perfect. Maybe draw our own misstep. That'd be good. Do draw land. Feels so strange to just play the Chalice on 1 before the Soaring, but yeah, I don't know. Let's just bounce this. Probably hold this Contortion for Nissa. Hoping they don't have another land here. I hope they just run out the Nissa no land drop pass. Given the contents of their hand, that's probably what they would do if they don't have a land drop here. They hold up a counterspell? Okay. Well, let's just play Ballista for 1 in that case. Obviously we can't hold up removal with the Teferi sitting here, so just killing this bird seems better than not. Go on upkeep. Just to see if they have anything. See if you have any other information for us before we make that decision. True. Good thing I didn't go for that. I forgot about the Teferi making Neoform instant. Uh, that's pretty bad. That's going to turn this into a collector oof. Oh, no. Goes to Shaman. Plays this. Gets Nadu. Okay. So they are the more dedicated version. That's a 2-3 as well. My stupid walking ballista doesn't do anything. I'm going to save us the trouble and say we lose this one. Revisiting sideboard. The Confluence was a last minute cut just because we were running out of time on the clock to sideboard out, but I think it probably is good. It's awkward because I feel like against walks you just want to use your removal as quick as you can because it's often a dork that you want to kill so they can't develop their mana to get up to a Nadu. And if you're using removal once the Nadu's in play, it's often too late. So that's why I think like it reads like it should be a really good card against a creature deck, but just the way that Nadu plays out, it's very hit or miss. That said, when it is hit, it absolutely hits. So let's see if we can find something. Maybe the hearse isn't that important. The Time Walk, I feel like the Time Walk kill just doesn't happen that often. Let's just grab this. Pretty ordinary still. This is just downright bad. We haven't had any crazy openers yet, so I'm going to mulligan, and if Gambler's Fallacy taught me anything, that means the next hand's going to be sweet. Okay, my fallacy was incorrect, surprisingly. This is a 5. I guess it's functional. Definitely don't need that. Pretty far ways off of a Titan. Question is, do we want to charge the amulet first or play it turn 2 to put a count on the patchwork? I think it's better to put on the patchwork. Given how little resources we've got, just pumping up the patchwork when we can is going to be better, I think. Like, it's very unlikely that us having the mana on turn 2 is going to be exactly when we need it. Like, we'll probably find a spot to charge the amulet without too much trouble, given we haven't got a heap going on. Chukataki is a bit scary. Oh, it's not bad. So knowing there's a Kataki coming down, I don't really want to just throw this amulet under the... Well, I don't want to have to start paying for it, so I'm just going to pass. Hopefully finding some kind of mana to get us up to K-Command for the Kataki. I will pay for this turn. I might let it go next turn if we can K-Command the Kataki. Oh man. That would be nice to know. Still playing it. I guess next time we can pay and then go for K command. But yeah, they're just gonna have so much time to do whatever they want. Maybe it was better to play the amulet there and charge it and then pay for itself just to get an extra power on this. Probably not a big difference. Survival. I guess they cut Spellseeker with the new Nadu pointing, and then Survival's kind of their tutor of choice. Like less focused on the Time Walks combo, more focused on um, just making Nadu good. I feel like they're going to Nadu combo, so I don't really care too much about developing the relic. May as well phase out this little mood. There isn't really any reason to kill the Kentucky right now. Maybe it'll be good to hold it up for Nomads, but I think if they put Nomads plus Nadu in play, they're getting 8 triggers at the very least, and like, that's probably not beatable. Loyal Retainer. I haven't played against that card in a long time. I don't remember what it does. Return target legendary creature from your graveyard to battlefield. Activate only during your declare. Okay, cool. That's fine with me. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's not let that happen. Kill Kataki, exile, kill this, exile Emrakul and Nissa. No, let's hit the Loyal Retainers itself. I guess these are all going to shuffle in, so I'd rather them draw Loyal Retainers than Nissa. It's actually worked out really well not putting the relic into play, because then this would have been face up and they would have played around it. Pretty glad to have this Kozak's command up, and also tapping it down to 1 would have been rough. So that'll all shuffle in. They haven't got a great deal going on now, so that's pretty good. We've got a relic available. We're in okay shape, but I am pretty scared that at any point if they get 2 creatures, they can just survival for Nomads plus Nadu, and reassemble pretty quickly. Survival really does a hell of a lot in these slower games. Doesn't give haste or anything, right? So they just would have had an Emrakul, which is like still would win the game next turn, but doesn't get the cast trigger at the very least. Not true, they're getting a creature as well right now. Probably Nadu. They're going to get Nadu. We're going to draw Thought Knots here. We're going to take Nadu, and life's going to be great. Kozilek's Command is still kind of the best card ever in this deck. Just does everything at any given point. Good in the late game, good early. They got Mother of Runes? What the hell? That does nothing against me. Do they not get the memo that I don't have any colored spells? Oh, I drew a misstep for it as well. That's pretty good. Well, I'm attacking. I think I'm actually gonna Urza's Cave pivot into an Urza Saga plan. Um, opponent said about my Kozilek's Command, they said, very nice, that card. Haven't seen it before, I don't think. Yeah, pretty nice. I don't actually feel too bad about our spot right now. We've got Misstep to cover Nomad. I would have to imagine they would get Nomad over um, the 2-mana version, given the mana constraints. So we can cover that. The Nadu's still going to be a bit of a problem, but we can hopefully just outmuscle it with this. And then the Nomad will be counterable because he can't halfling it. Green Suns for 3. Sure. And we just Nadu. Mum, that's fine. Again, I'm not ever killing the Nadu. I guess this is just going to be one trigger each turn. I think that's not enough for me to really justify killing it when I really do need to prevent, like, any creature is going to represent nomads, which is going to just be lethal, or just going to win the game with Nadu. I can get a Blast Zone here. It's kind of cool. Is that ever enough to win the game? Blast Zone, kill these things, can't even attack into... Oh, actually, if I draw land, I can attack into Nadu. Misstep something. No, I think the survival is just going to beat us. I think we need to apply some pressure. So where is that Saga card? Let's get that one. Good thing with Saga here is we can play the Relic as well, and then we at least get an attack in with the Patchwork. Yeah, I think I like this. We've got another... This will be a 6/6 once I make 2 more artifacts after it. Yep. If I draw any artifact, I can make it 7 to present lethal. They do get nomads, okay. That is really fortunate. If I got the 2-mana one, we would have just died, so I'll take that. They have the 2-mana one as well? Surely not. Yeah, if they had okay, they don't have another creature here because they could have just survivaled that into the 2-mana one. So they're gonna once upon a time find Palace Jailer, that's okay. But that represents the 2-mana version. Yeah, we'll copy Nadu hit, that's fine. Can we ever present lethal here? If I had the Shadow Spear in the deck, I actually could. That's kind of awkward. Oh! Yeah, I would have had lethal if I had that. Damn. The Shadow Spear sometimes comes up, but like the lifelink is usually what you're using it for. Oh, they have a sword here as well. Path, sure. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we get Soaring, we can just Sunring Titan them. And then they have no white source. That's probably more likely to win than just a random token. Do I have Soaring available? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Just put a giant creature into play as well. Pumps up the patchwork. The concern here is they're going to have two mum triggers to piece together a white source to play the 2-mana version. Okay. Relic you. I guess the good news is we're going to put them to 2 here, assuming they don't want to use the mum. Which will turn off a lot of fetches, which would probably represent a lot of their white sources. So it's really in their hands now. Yeah, they can crack that to go to 1, which they probably will. They'll probably grab a white Surveil land if they have a Portico. Fingers crossed they don't. Hopefully the 4-color nature of the deck starts being awkward here. Okay, it's a little. So they have the Palace Jailer in hand that we know about. They need to have no more fetches because they're at 1. Okay, does swap this for the 2-mana Nomad Shaman. Plays it. You can start going off, but if you hit any fetch lands, they're useless. If you hit any tap lands, they're useless. I've already destroyed 3 of their jewels. I would generally agree that I'm dead here, but they they have to hit very specific lands to be able to produce any extra mana. These fetches I like. Okay, that's not a fetch, that's not as nice. I would say they probably only have like 2 or 3 more real mana sources in the deck, so them hitting 3 fetches here probably isn't actually that unlikely compared to hitting real mana. We got 2, okay. That one's tapped at least. What are they revealing? Stone Scalding, oof. Opponents just realize that they can't use any of these fetches, which is good. Mystic Forge is pretty cool. Is it better than just activating for Mori Vault for like 5? I think I'm just going to play it. No, we're going to yield to this thing. More fetches. More sorcery. We are gonna, well, assuming they don't find any instant speed interaction, we're gonna force 2 chumps here. Which is gonna at least force the Nadu or the Nomad, the Shaman to block. Valdrock. No. More fetches. Thank you. Yep, the block is expected. Sure. Wait, what? Oh, right. The actual text on this card. I forgot this was going to funnel all the damage onto different creatures. Um, I'm thinking about if I want to crack the relic just so I don't die to clock. Probably will. Swords. They've only got 3 mana to work with. Endurance. 4 mana, sorry. I forget what Vadrop does. Cast a small spell. Okay. Guess I want to do that with Time Walk. Seems pretty good. To Spring Heart. I would think if they had infinite time, they would just play Spring Heart and then keep looping. I think my clock's too low. I'm going to crack the relic and then make the most of my F6. Trouble with commentary, it slows you down quite a bit. Like obviously now you can Vadrop the Ponder and maybe that'll be the difference between me winning and losing, but that's all right. They only got 3 minutes now themselves, so they have to be aware of the clock. The good thing is, all I need to do is attack with my 2 giant idiots a few more times, and that's like enough of a game plan for me. For them, they actually need to assemble some kind of way to stop all these creatures or kill me. So the onus is definitely on them to figure this one out. My game plan is pretty straightforward. I don't think the walk has been used yet. Yeah, the walk is still in play. They gotta do something. We're about to overtake on clock. Play Spring Heart. Red Blast? What? Why are you red blasting me? Thwart? Oh yeah. I love Thwart. Turn 3 islands you control. What a baller card. No attacks. Maybe they're trying to find a Pyroglyph to like... Oh, it's not even gonna matter. Well, I guess they'll discard a bunch. Maybe play Pyroglyph, attack with Nadu twice. We're running out of time. They spent 2 minutes this turn to do the Nadu activations and then play an Enchuko. It's tough for them because they've got like 15 cards to choose from right now. But that's Moto. You got to manage your clock as much as you need to manage your life total and your cards in hand. Let's use Fomori for starters. Just gonna F6 ticket to combat to avoid having to deal with these triggers. And then I'll use F5 once I'm in combat to get priority back. Yeah, looks like another match. The last match I played, which I might upload before or after this one, also would have been a win other than but for the fact that they timed out. So bit of a weird way for the game to end, but that's Magic Online. It is a serious consideration. Ugin? Attack you? 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they probably would have had it there, but I would have Ugin them the next turn and that would have been a kill. Well, they probably have counterspell. They would have thwarted me, of course. Oh yeah, they were going to time walk. Okay, so they would have won that one. But yeah, Auto Clock does get you sometimes. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.